Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love in General reading. This is for the element of water. So if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of July 1st through the 3rd, 2022. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't have it. If you want to reach me by phone, it's a separate process, so make sure you're registered at bill per call. Request your call back, and if I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for the monthly Venus sign readings, as well as a way to support the channel, please. And then also join me on TikTok. All right, so we have the overall energy as the Hermit. We've got the King of Swords. We have the Hanged Man. We've got the Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the King of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Hierophant. Okay, so I feel like you guys are doing your homework. You're doing some sort of research. You're doing things that enlighten you, that expand your mind, that awaken your soul or your consciousness. I feel like you are really being enlightened about some things. I feel like you are also looking maybe deeper into spirituality if you weren't at first. Or maybe you are, but you're just like looking at some sort of new information. I feel like you're also praying for the truth or praying for answers. Like those of you that are in a search of God, like I feel like you are really asking to show you the truth. I feel that whatever your ninth house is, like I just kind of feel like it's being activated this weekend. Something's going on with that ninth house where you're wanting answers. You're wanting higher knowledge. You are not really interested in surface conversations. I just really feel like you're wanting something deeper. Seems like you are also just in general doing soul searching. You may be doing some research about the cosmic egg. I remember that story was popular at one point. It may be time for you to revisit that story. Maybe something's going to give you new information or new insight. Matter of fact, anything that you read in the past or watched in the past, I feel like maybe it's time to revisit that because you're going to see it or understand it with new eyes, different perspective. It's going to be different. It's funny because I remember when I hadn't seen The Matrix in like years, and I loved The Matrix when it came out. Like I went to the show like about 3 or 4 times to see it. I kept bringing people to the show with me, like, you gotta see this movie. And it was like a spiritual experience when I first saw it. But then it's like, you know, several years went by. I hadn't seen it in a while. I had an awakening. Then a few years later, you know, I would watch The Matrix again, and it hit so different. I was like, oh my God, like, look at Neo. I was like, he gets it. It doesn't even matter. Like, I like straight started bawling at the part where he like just like freezes and just starts picking up the bullets. I was like, oh my God. Like, so I kind of feel like something just moves you in a different way, and you might need to go back to that, whatever it was. And maybe it's just something that happened coincidentally anyway. Like you just stumbled on something. You're like, oh, I remember this. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's a new way of seeing it. Now, I also feel that something's going on where your thoughts are trapping you. Your thought process is paralyzing you. And I feel that you are needing to let loose of something that's restricting you. It's really something about your way of thinking. And I feel like you need to go ahead and cut away those ideas or thoughts that you previously had so that you can move forward, or so that you can have a better understanding of something. Also, some of you might feel like a prisoner in your own home. Not sure what's happening. Maybe you're restricted. Maybe some sort of paperwork is restricting you, especially if somebody is on house arrest. But it's like, okay, so I'm stuck in the house. Don't fall into some sort of victim mentality, but find a way to like deal with that. You know, maybe you do need to, this is a good way to force you to start doing something that you've been procrastinating or putting off. Maybe now you can write that great novel. Maybe now you can get to your painting, or, you know, something creative that you've been meaning to do. Maybe you've been meaning to read some sort of book or watch a series of videos. So just use that time constructively instead of focusing on what you can't do. Something does seem though like you feel like maybe the world is passing you by. Or like you're just a visitor or an outsider looking in. I kind of feel like you are needing to do something for yourself. I kind of feel like you're waiting for somebody to help you, or you're waiting for somebody to get something for you or to do something for you. And I feel like you may discover that you've become too dependent on something. And so it's like, hey, like, get your independence back. You know, I don't know what it is, what your situation is. But I do feel like you're going to have to find a way to do something on your own. Also, you may feel like someone is manipulating you or saying things to keep you stuck or imprisoned. Just don't be afraid to speak up for yourself or say what needs to be said. Some of you, this may be about you wanting to be locked away for your own good. You're like, lock me in a house, because if I go outside or if I go shopping, I'm gonna spend all my money. Lock me in a house because so and so is calling me, and I know if I go see them that I'm gonna get caught back up into something that I said I wouldn't get caught into. So I feel like maybe for some of you, maybe you want to lock yourself in, like it's voluntary. You or someone around you is coming off very conservative, or maybe someone has very conservative views on politics. You also might purposely keep quiet about something in order to keep the peace. Maybe you know there's no point in arguing with someone, so you just kind of keep quiet, even though you really want to say something back to this person. You're like, you know what, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm going to take the high road and let them think that they're right, or let them, you know, just silently agree to disagree. I feel like some of you feel stuck in regards to your education, or you're not being allowed to pass unless something, it might be some sort of oral report or some sort of written report, something, but it does seem like maybe something is like a requirement. You feel like something's a requirement to pass, or maybe you need permission for anything. Maybe you need to gather something together for travel documents. Some of you have been hesitant because you weren't sure if you were ready for some sort of responsibility or some sort of popularity. And it's like you just weren't ready. But at some point, I do feel like you're going to come out. But I see people praising you or supporting you in regards to whatever it is that you were trying to keep away. Especially if it is about someone's sexuality, like maybe someone has been wanting to come out, and they finally do. Also, it could be anything, like somebody doesn't want to be the spokesperson for something. They're like, I don't want that responsibility. I don't want to be a role model. I don't want blah, blah, blah. So it's something that you could do, but you're not doing it because you're concerned about that type of responsibility or attention. But like I said, it seems like you are eventually going to do it. Also, romantically, someone who's been afraid of commitment is ready to come forward. I feel like maybe someone has been wanting to make sure that they got everything out of their system before they were ready to come forward or pursue someone seriously. Some of you may be getting ready to get a raise or a promotion or a hire just in general. Or you are someone with this type of authority. And there's going to be, if you've been wondering if you were going to find the right candidate for whatever. And the answer is yes, I do feel like you're going to find the right candidate. So I'm also getting something about knowledge is key. I feel like you are going to be learning something that is going to unlock doors for you. And I see you just getting some sort of recognition and some sort of respect. I feel like people may even put you on a pedestal. And maybe you didn't want that, but you know, it's like you're trying to be humble about it. I feel like something spiritually is going to be revealed to you. Something spiritual. Because you're ready for this knowledge. I feel like you're also going to learn something about your ancestry or your DNA. especially your something spiritual, or finding out that something is in the DNA. Someone might need a few drinks to loosen up. Okay, I feel too like I'm getting something about an inheritance. It could be money. It could be just inheriting something valuable from a family member. Something could be passed down to you. I also feel that someone is very private and guarded, but I feel like someone's starting to get more comfortable. If you have a really strict family, or if you've been concerned about how the public sees you, let's say there's someone that you've been dating that you weren't ready to bring into the spotlight with your family. I feel like at some point you feel like, you know what? This is my choice. This is my person. And I'm ready for my family to meet them. Or maybe the person has proven themselves to be worthy to meet your family. I feel too like someone is trying to contain their happiness. You could be dealing with any sign, but I'm getting air and fire, and maybe Taurus and Capricorn or Virgo. I'm getting something about babysitting or dropping kids off at their grandparents'. There also may be someone watching you that is trying to get your attention. Someone maybe has a very quiet way of pursuing you. Someone is also both confident on the outside but insecure on the inside. I feel like there's a lot of people too who are watching you or who have their eyes on you for whatever reason. It's like you're in the spotlight. I don't know. I feel like people are watching you. I'm getting something like nominated. So you could be nominated for something or elected. Even if it's for, you know, something in regards to your neighborhood watch. You know, like I just feel like somebody's being elected or appointed some sort of high-ranking position, or it's the highest position available. Yeah. If you're in the industry, definitely something is coming off like a nomination, but being nervous about it. Something's going to be given to you. I feel like you're going to receive some sort of a gift. It could be a certificate. It could be a trophy. But it's like an honorable thing. Something that's like honorable. I feel like there's a family man who feels a certain level of responsibility. This could be something political that I'm picking up on. Someone also could be like a whistleblower or revealing some dark truths. And then also someone may be stepping down from a position because they might feel like it's too much or it's overwhelming. Or just don't want to be controlled anymore. Maybe someone feels like they're a puppet or like a spokesman or a puppet for something. And they're like, I don't want to be that way anymore. I don't want this anymore. I just want to be myself. And I do feel like someone's breaking free. If someone has been in jail, it seems like they're going to get released. Could be an early release. I also feel like someone's signatures are needed for something important. Or something needs to be notarized, but something that is important. Something important is needed. Some sort of records might be released, or something might be public record. Or if something was classified, it's no longer classified. All right, let's look into some additional messages. All right, what additional messages are there for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? We have anxiety, indecision, Goddess of the Moon, overall energy, walking away. Someone may be leaving, like, or has decided to leave the church or the community. I feel like there's definitely anxiety and feeling, again, torn or basically like imprisoned because you can't decide, or maybe there's something that you're wanting to say, you don't know how to say it, or maybe you're also just very nervous about some sort of decision that you need to make. I feel like you're being asked to trust your intuition. Something may be speaking to you, or something is calling to you. You're like, I feel like this is my calling. I feel like this is what I need to do. You also it may be revealed to you that you have some sort of hidden talent or some sort of spiritual gift. You also might have some sort of hidden information and you don't know if you should share it or not. I also feel that you're needing to pay attention to your dreams, because I feel like something is being revealed to you in your dreams. I feel like your intuition is heightened. Your empathic abilities may be triggered this weekend, which also may be why you're having anxiety, because you're tapping into like collective energies or the energies that are around you, and is troubling you. You don't know how to kind of what do you call it? I feel like you're needing to like sort out or distinguish which energies belong to you and which energies are coming from others. And also another way to look at it is that if there's a lot of disturbing energies around you, that might be something coming from the inside of you. Something is like your inner voice is trying to get your attention to something, to pay attention to something. Like, these people are reflections of something that you're going through, some sort of turmoil that you may be dealing with, and it needs to be addressed. So yeah, it could go either way. So just try to see which makes more sense to you, what is resonating with you. If there's like a lot of, angry people around you, like, why people keep yelling around me, or why people so angry? Like, like, is there anything going on inside of you that you're upset about, or that, even if not necessarily upset about, like anything bothering you? Maybe channeling anger through other people is the thing that's going to get your attention. Like, if you're not necessarily angry, but the anger is the thing that's getting your attention, to at least like ask yourself, what's happening? What's going on inside? So I do feel like, again, you're needing to take a look inside. It seems to like walking away. Maybe you're running away from something, or you're trying to leave a situation, but you keep looking back at your past. Or maybe there's a fear of change for you. You also may be questioning, is the grass greener? What if I make a mistake? What if I'm making a wrong decision? So you might be held back out of fear of making the wrong decision, but you have to look at it more so like, you know what? I'm receptive to whatever spirit has in store. If I make a mistake, I'll learn from it. If this is meant to be, then, I'll learn to trust my intuition more often. So either way, I feel like it's going to benefit you, the decision that you make. So just do it. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.